Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom. Happy Monday. And Monday is the day I pull oracle cards for the collective, which means if you're watching this video, you're part of the collective. These messages are for you. I pulled one for the month of March and one for the week. So it's the message or the energy of the month and the week. I'm going to preface this with saying that astrologically, not an astrologer, there's a lot going on this month. We have a lot of retrograde planets going backwards. Venus is one, which is going to have us reevaluating our relationships reevaluating our relationships, partnerships, marriages, friendships, all of those, reevaluating those. And then we have Mercury retrograde as well. So a lot of like reevaluation, reassessing, and the cards speak to that as well. We got for the month round and round. So if you thought this was a month that you were going to have a lot of forward movement, it doesn't quite seem that way. It's a month of round and round. And round means lessons that we kind of didn't get completely integrated the first time. So say we were supposed to learn something and we learned a piece of it, but not quite. Again, this is like that backwards retrograde movement of reevaluating. Here's this, relationship that, is it really quite right? You've got a nagging feeling that you either can do more work with it or it's time to go. Is there something coming from the past? This is all about the past. Lessons coming forward to be reintegrated, re-looked at, revisited. So this is a month of things actually, how are you working with the energy of past events? It's coming back, it's spiraling back into your awareness. Something is coming. It might not be a relationship, it could be anything. But something this month is coming back into your awareness for you to reintegrate, relearn, redo, reevaluate. That's the month. And then we get for the week in the middle of the bridge. In the middle of the bridge is about, can we meet? So you see the yin and yang here portrayed in the card. It's like, it's a perfect card for our times. In the middle of the bridge. Can you meet me in the middle of the bridge? Yin and yang, black and white. Right now, we still are a very polarized country, world. And can we see our neighbor in a different light that we may not agree with? Can we look at something in a different way? Even if we're against it, can we look at it and soften a little so that we can hear? I think one of the biggest problems we're experiencing is we're like this. We're not listening. We're like, it's wrong. It's the other part. Everyone's wrong. We're right, they're wrong. This is asking you, can you meet in the middle of the bridge? Can you actually listen to the person with a different opinion? I've actually taken to listening to a YouTube channel for the news, which has both versions of the story. So you can actually see, what one person is, the Republicans or the Democrats, whatever, their views. So I can see both of them. So I can meet them in the middle. Because that's where probably most of the truth is, in the middle, right? So that's one way of doing it. This is one way of practicing that. Can you look at whatever you're digesting in the middle? Can you listen? You don't have to have the belief system, but maybe you'll change your point of view on something. Maybe something you thought or clutching to so importantly that you can soften around it and say, oh, you might have to, you don't have to incorporate it, but can you be open? So this is like opening up to somebody having a different point of view than you, or something that you've been very holding tight to. That can you look at it? Can you twist the way you look at it? Can you just look at it in a different, softer angle? That's what this is about. I really feel strongly about this month. It's going to be about revisiting things from the past and integrating lessons that we didn't learn. And then this week is, again, so these are all about like really integrating new ways of being this month and week. Looking at our friends, our family, our society under a different lens and just being with it instead of having to cling to our fast held beliefs. That's the energy. Then I did ask my guides and angels if they had any messages for the energy of the month, and they gave me a few. Stay centered and grounded. always wise. Things are not as they appear. Smoke and mirrors. These are just phrases they give me. Keep your heart open and lips sealed. That's a good one to go with this one. Heart open, lips sealed. Don't have to brag your opinion to everybody or force your opinion. Keep your heart open and see if you can adjust your opinion just slightly. Wait before reacting. It's always a good one. Calm in the storm. So if things start to get crazy, can you be the center? Can you go back to the stay grounded and stay centered when there's a calm in the storm? So if things get crazy in your life this month, stay centered, stay calm. It will all pass. All storms blow through and blow over. They don't ever stay forever. And then love thy neighbor. And I wanted to talk about this one. Love thy neighbor. And I have a great example of we all need these things in our lives to love our neighbor, for our neighbors to stand up for us. In the community that I live in, we have a local musician that plays for free all around our downtown. And if you go to this restaurant in town for breakfast, he's always outside, no matter the weather, strumming a song, singing for us, lighting up our life, believing in the good. And someone pushed him off his bicycle yesterday morning and then beat him up. That person thankfully has been arrested, but he wound up in the ER, this man, and he's an older man too. And our community, I just checked, started a GoFundMe page, and we've already raised $5,200 in one day for him. We also started a meal train for him, and people arranged to drop off meals for a week, put them on a cooler in his porch. This is love thy neighbor. This is love thy neighbor. So people always wonder, what can I do? You don't have to look very far. I didn't have to look any further than my social media or my little town yesterday to love my neighbor, to donate. I also have a friend, we're doing a meal train for a friend who's has a husband that's going to be having some procedure. Again, we started a meal train. Love thy neighbor. These are easy ways to help people that we care about in our community. So if you want to go do something broad and wide, that's wonderful. But sometimes people are like, oh, what can I do? These are just great little examples of what you can do. So have a great week. Have a great month. I'll talk to you soon.